For the professional or business visionary driving to perform at your outright pinnacle. You know how on certain days you're simply ablaze, finishing such a lot of extraordinary work, and in such a perfect stream that you flabbergast even yourself? Well, imagine a scenario where consistently could be very much like that. As a matter of fact, imagine a scenario in which you at absolutely no point in the future need to battle with mind haze, down days, or internal blocks that channel you from your productivity and drive. In short, imagine a scenario in which peak performance could turn into your default state, regardless of what the world or your brain attempts to toss at you. This might seem like a far-off dream to the typical individual. I am Manoj Tambe, founder of ImProEx, the platform where we explore the science of developing a growth mindset, productive habit building, and what is required to live a healthy life. And if you're looking for tools, tips, and techniques that will help you develop a productive 2023, you will love this series and today's video. This is a series we have created for you to identify, know and implement these habits. In this series, I am going to share with you tips and strategies to double your productivity, to enable you to manufacture time for work, family, and self. Are you looking at reducing your stress and accomplishing what is important to you and what matters to you? Are you seeking to have a flourishing, winning, and productive 2023? Keep watching this video and allow yourself to flourish and be productive. In this video, we are going to start with working on the first habit, the habit of ferocity. Why do we need to address this habit now? Simple, because you and I are not living up to our full potential. Rather, let me put it like this: you are habituated to living up to your potential. Basic human performance is doing your best when it matters to you. Have you ever wondered about the best of business leaders, athletes, artists, and peak performers? What keeps them going? When you see them, observe them, study them and spend time with the most elite performers, they all seem to have an extra gear, an X factor. They have developed a habit of ferocity. So, what is the habit of ferocity? It sounds very aggressive, but it is not. The habit of ferocity is to develop an ability to automatically instinctively rise to any challenge. You surely must be knowing we are all hardwired for the habit of inferiority. We are hardwired to take a path of ease and less resistance. We are all hardwired to chase short-term pleasures. The secret to solving all these issues is to set up a system to automate the hard stuff so you can automize grit and automize risk-taking so that you live a really meaningful life, and set up a foundation of fundamental habits so they can happen before you even notice. So the question arises here: how do you develop the habit of ferocity? Stacking motivation. The peak performance starts with hunting motivation. Consistent performance is all about giving everything you have within you. This requires a lot of energy over time. So what motivates us? Lots of things: curiosity, passion, purpose, goals, willpower, fear, and pride. This list is huge. You need to learn to stack motivation atop motivation. That is how you truly reach escape velocity. Check out the steps for stacking motivation. Doing what you are good at, and mastering a skill is a powerful motivator. When you learn something, practice it over and over, and get recognized for that skill by others, it motivates you to want to do it even more. Engaging in anything that energizes you, what you love thinking about, talking about, and doing? What do you do that not only energizes you, but you energize others? Being asked for help. It is a basic human need to belong. You will be motivated when someone requests your expertise, particularly things which you are good at. Embrace the science of goal setting. Time to turn your attention to goals. Setting goals increases performance productivity by 11 to 25%. Big goals significantly outperform small, medium, and vague goals. Big goals lead to the best outcomes. There are 3 steps and the most strategic way to set goals and maximize performance. Set up hard and difficult goals. These become your big steps toward your dreams. Set crystal clear goals, tiny steps along the way to the accomplishment of that mission. Be in the flow. It is just an optimal state of consciousness where we feel our best and perform our best. Developing grit. Doing hard things means developing grit. Grit is the term psychologists use to describe a kind of passion, abiding perseverance. Grit is what keeps you on the path despite all odds and obstacles. There are 6 types of grit you need to master to develop the habit of ferocity. The grit to be the best when you are at worst. This is the most important type of grit and a different one entirely. The grit required to do your best when conditions are at their worst. This becomes the dividing line between elite performers and everyone else. The grit to master weaknesses. Training yourself to be at your best when you are at your worst means practicing under conditions of extreme stress so that when the conditions show up in the real world you have got enough prior experience to keep fear under control and maintain focus. The grit to control your thoughts. You need to tune your inner monologue to support the life you want to live. More practical advice. The real secret thought control is to exploit the little gap between the moment a thought arises and the moment our brain attaches emotion to that thought. The grit to master fear. If you are on the path to developing grit, you are in for challenges. If you are in for challenges, you are going to be scared. Fear is the most common emotion in life. There is no moment when you are not afraid. It's what you choose to do with that fear that makes all the difference. The grit to recover. Recovery isn't something most of us think we need to get gritty. But it is of utmost importance. Get incredibly protective of sleep. Turning on your ferocity means turning on your capacity to accomplish goals and tackle difficult challenges that others should seriously consider unthinkable. A considerable lot of the world's top performers encapsulate fierceness, frequently without acknowledging it. This video gives you only the tip of the iceberg about ferocity. We can offer a system that anybody can follow to quickly and forever embrace the habit of ferocity. If you have liked this series and this video, share, like, and subscribe to our channel. Share in the comments which of the habits have inspired you the most.